Aloha, and welcome to Bible Prophecy Fulfilled.
A woman on the radio talks about revolution when it's already passed her by. Bob Dylan didn't have this to sing about, you know it feels good to be alive.
Join us for the next hour as we discuss Bible prophecy, its fulfillment and application in today's world, beyond the speculation and sensationalism. If you would like to join in the conversation, call 296-5467. That's 296-5467. Here's your host, Gary Parrish.
Watching the world wake up from history.
Hello, and thanks for listening today. Give us that call if you want to discuss Bible prophecy, 808-296-5467, 808-296-5467. And if you want to email us a topic of discussion related to Bible prophecy, a passage, a reference that you want to dig into, let us know. You can go to our website, Bible Prophecy Fulfilled, BibleProphecyFulfilled.org, and just go to contact there and drop us an email, and we can discuss any questions, comments, concerns, passages you want to dig into here. We're here to reason together. We're live here. I'm in Maui, Hawaii. Mike Day is a special guest from, today you're in Tucson, right, Mike?
Yep, I'm down in Tucson.
Down in Tucson. So we're live in both places, and if you want to give us a call, do that, 808-296-5467. And we're here to reason together. And another quick announcement for those in Tucson is the Church of Tucson is having a beginning public meetings in the Manzanita room at the Hotel Arizona. So Hotel Arizona, 180 West Broad Street in the Manzanita room, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. August 3rd, tomorrow. So if you want to study more of what we're saying, Terry Kashian is the pastor there, and no one more thorough, I believe, than Terry in digging into these matters to do with the fulfilled view of Bible prophecy, and he'll be there. Also, James Ellis meets there, and we'll do some teaching on Sunday night here soon. James is the author of The Last Days Are Left Behind, a book that's published by the same publisher that Mike's new book is going to be published by. And you can get this book on our website, The Last Days Are Left Behind. And Mike, tell us about your new book that you're working on there.
Well, I'm making progress. It's going to be quite a while, though, I think, till it's completely ready. But I'm making a lot of progress. Basically, it's a prophecy study Bible where we go through we correct some of the things that are poorly translated. Like I really love the King James, but there are some things that aren't that well translated in it. So we make some corrections and some refinements on kind of the King James, and we're going to have prophecy notes on Daniel 9, Matthew 24, and the Book of Revelation. And I think it's going to be probably the first prophecy Bible out that's we don't have that kind of futurist translation Bible. The futurist translation biased. We really look at the time text as being taken literally. Words like soon, near, at hand, we take those words literally. And so our commentary are going to be that these events are happening in the first century, that they're future for the first century church, not future for the 21st century church. So it's going to be unique in that perspective, in that we're going to be saying that these things were future for the first century church in terms of prophecy, and not, with a nuclear attack on Iran in the 22nd century.
So this ties right in what you were saying there to do with timing passages. That's what we're going to start today in the Book of Revelation, going chapter by chapter, verse by verse, and we're going to begin in chapter 1 there with a lot of timing verses. But one more quick announcement. Besides in Tucson there, you can meet 10 o'clock at the Hotel Arizona, 180 West Broadway, in the Manzanita room. So if you want to call Terry, the pastor, 520-275-8369, 520-275-8369. And tomorrow here in Maui, we're having a get-together, and people on Maui will know where this is, Cam 3. on the grass side, the south side of the park. So you can look for us. Dave may have a sign there that says Jesus Palooza, which just kind of means a party celebration, but for Jesus. So getting together, just having a potluck there. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Cam 3, if you want to come to that, look for me. I guess if you don't know what I look like, my mug shot there is on the website. So we'll be there 1 o'clock, Cam 3 tomorrow, and that's about it for announcements. So I think before we jump into Revelation chapter 1 here, I want to cover real quick just to do with the kingdom, a revelation that I believe is a true revelation of the kingdom, and a passage that's often quoted in applying it to what's quote-unquote thought of as the kingdom age, right? And that this is something yet future would be Isaiah 11 with the often quoted, misquoted, saying the lamb will lay with the lion, right? Lion will lay with the lamb, right? Doesn't actually say that, right? I just want to address that passage and keep in mind that Jesus, when he spoke of the kingdom, said the kingdom is like. The kingdom is like this. The kingdom is like that, right? And
right.
So again and again, he says what the kingdom's like. Then he says the kingdom's not of this world, and yet people want to add to that. Jesus didn't really mean that. Jesus said the kingdom's not of this world, but. Well, there's no but there, right? And so we have to understand that, the kingdom is, Jesus said, like this and like that, right? And so we have to take in mind all these different natural explanations of the kingdom using different parables and different, types and shadows and analogies of the kingdom is really what the whole Bible's about. And so what kind of kingdom? We're going to see here often this passage is taken, into heart and mind of the mind of believers that it's some kind of animal kingdom, that it's sort of a, what is that, Mutual of Omaha sort of kingdom, right? And when we look at these passages here, it says, Isaiah 11, verse 5, righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, Jesus, faithfulness the girdle of his reins, and the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf with the young lion, and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them, and the cow and the bear shall feed, and the young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And now I'll just go on, finish the passage. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den. And then verse 9, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. Now we just have to sort of, I'll read one more verse because it ties right in. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse which shall stand for an ensign for the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. Now we have to see that oftentimes in the Scripture it'll use analogies of an eagle or here a wolf, and there's of course the lamb and the snake and all these different images to strike up a picture of a spiritual reality. And we have to get a New Testament revelation that when the New Testament refers to, and the Old Testament refers to different beasts, right? If you look at places like, Paul says, don't muzzle the ox, right? Now, there's all these usages of these different animals to convey truth. Noah's Ark was a type and a shadow, a picture of all these certain animals that would supernaturally get along in this place of refuge, right? And that's the miracle, right? That they're not tearing each other apart altogether, right? In that ark. Right. That's a type of Christ. The Old Testament is a type and a shadow. The dwelling place of God supernaturally, peacefully, together, various people groups. If you want to follow to Acts chapter 10, Peter likens all these different beasts as Gentiles, right? Now, different beasts in the wild, these wild beasts, will be at each other's throat, slashing each other, running each other through with their horns, right?